Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around guiding you through the Splendid Summer event. Yes, we got the Splendid Summer. We're almost here with of course, the Sunfest. Sunfest is going to be next month, and I've been talking to the devs, and hopefully we can do something super awesome for that event. I know last year was absolutely incredible because it was the 10-year anniversary, but I feel like we should be doing something a little bit bigger. But now we are focusing on the Splendid Summer event, and we got 9 steps to this one right here. And also we got the daily adventure ones that are also back for the next 14 days. And I also want, on a personal note, say that I haven't been uploading very much lately. That might not have been occurring to you, but I haven't been uploading it very much because I've been sort of taking a break, but I have been coming back. I have some ideas that I want to get out to you guys, and they are going to be there. But it's going to be a little bit different content. I hope you guys are going to take a joy to that, something a little bit different that is not Trove related, but I'll see what it is. I'm going to try, and hopefully it's something you guys are going to appreciate as well. It's still going to be super awesome and cool. I hope so, at least. But anyways, we got 9 steps to get through for this little guide here on the Splendid Summer. So let's jump into step number 1. All right, for step number 1, all we have to do is go to the hub, and it's not writing this little here, but I thought it's fun. I always like when they introduce this one every single year, where we are going to ride the roller coaster around and just have some fun doing that. So yeah, for step number 1, actually what we have to do is actually just jump right down here in the hub, and we are going to talk to Qubesly, or Valor Grand Marshal Qubesly, and all you have to do is just visit him, use your interact button, and by doing that you are going to open the UI for the Splendid Summer. I can see all this old stuff is also back, as you can see right here. You can buy all these things here and sell them to people, but you can't trade right now. But maybe you can hold on to them, and you maybe can put them on the marketplace later on. But the new stuff is, of course, these things right here. These are the new things that are here. I'm pretty sure, I am not sure if that one is, let's see, Walter. Oh, that is an old thing. So yeah, I think this was from last year, but these are the new things. These wings are absolutely amazing. So I'm definitely going to pick these up, and I'm going to pick up some more of these if I get enough of these Valor coins right here. So anyways, that was step number 1. Just talk to Qubesly and get into step number 2. All right, for step number 2, now we have to spend the Valor coins that we just got from the previous step. You can see right here. You can also, as you can see, get them from 3-star dungeons. So if you want to go out there and, buy something different than, they want you to buy, you can just go ahead and do 3-star dungeons. I remember that the 5-star dungeons in, Geo Topside and also Longshade and all that stuff, the 5-star dungeons that contain 3-star dungeons, I don't think they actually work like that. But I think you just have to use regular 3-star dungeons to get those ones as well. But we can complete this step by just buying some of these old stuff. I'm not sure which one I should buy. I'm just gonna go ahead because pineapples are my favorite. But I do have all these things here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get myself let me just get myself a pineapple pike. Let's get that one. All right, so I'm gonna buy that. I should be, see, I've already collected this one, but I think you can actually go ahead and loot collect it if I'm not, yeah, and then you get 1 flux out of it, but you can't really use it for anything else. I could have sold it, but you don't know when the marketplace is up there. But anyways, that was step number 2. Now we get into step number 3. All right, for step number 3, we have to defeat 3-star dungeons, and I have already done 3 of them because I had to be a little bit of testing things, and I went to the Longshade right over here, and I did a regular 5-star dungeon, and it did count towards this one, but it didn't drop any of the Valor coins in there. So I went to basically, actually, I went to a Longshade in the aqua biome, if you could say it like that, and I did a 3-star dungeon right here, as you can see, and it also, of course, counted towards this one, but it did count as well towards the coins that I got. I got 3 of them, but that's because I got 2 from the previous step, so I only got 1 from here, so that's not 3 coins. But just want to mention this for you guys, that you are only going to get Valor coins from the last boss, so the small 1-star dungeons inside the 3-star dungeons don't reward you for the Valor coins. So if you have the option to go directly to the main boss 3-star dungeon, then you are going to get the Valor coin from that. You don't need to do the ones besides it unless you want to, but they are not going to reward you any coins at all. And also it's not going to reward you anything for doing, like it's not going to count towards this one. You do have to do the last boss to conquer the 3-star dungeon to complete this one here. So I need 2 more 3-star dungeons, and again, if I do find a 5-star dungeon, it is going to work towards this step, but I'm not going to get additional Valor coins. It only works for 3-star dungeons as this one right here. So regular ones, you can find regular ones in the long shade. Those are of course going to reward you that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go out there, get 2 more 3-star dungeons inside on my spore board right here, and I'll see you guys in step number 4, because this was step number 3. All right, for step number 4, all we have to do is go back to the hub, interact with Qubesly once again, as we did in step number 1. So just go ahead and interact with him right there, and that is going to complete your step number 4, going back to the hub and interact with him at there. And there you go, that is step number 4, and we can now head into step number 5. All right, guys, so for step number 5, all we have to do is go to Candoria, and you can see somebody's already doing it down there in the corner. All you have to do, and now you can see also the guy is dancing, is that you go to Candoria. I would suggest you go to this one, but you just have to find the Candoria biome. And when you find the Candoria biome, it could also be in higher tiers worlds if you want to do that. But all you have to do, you basically go up there and you find one of these guys. You can see the guy is right over here. You can see, and then you just go over here and you go into your chat, however you open your chat, and then you do a /dance, and you just hit enter, and then you dance. I just want to say, you can also on PC, you can hit the enter button and then press up. It will also then use the last command you have used. So that's what you do. You just walk up to these guys and you dance with them. So I just go over to this guy, stand close to him, and hit dance again. And there we go. And then he's dancing, and it counts towards this one. So none other things than that, than just finding these guys that look sad, and then they become happy. They don't look, and I don't know if it's tears of joy now, but they are very sad, and we have to dance with them. And you just find 10 of these guys in Candoria. Again, I would suggest you go to the one that has the most, as you can see here, and just find all these dancing guys. And again, if the areas are kind of lit up like this one, if they're already discovered, then there might be a big chance that these are already done. So just keep that in mind when you are doing this, that, you know, don't go to areas that, if you want them, then don't go to areas where it's basically lit up. So just to letting you know that it could be already somebody gone past that. So just go somewhere where somebody's not there, basically, if you want to get yours as well. But I still need 5, so I'm gonna go out there and dance with 5 more, you know, Candorians, or basically Trovians, and I'll see you guys in step number 6. All right, for step number 6, we have to do something before we go to the Cursed Valley biome. We have to go back to the hub real quick, because now Qubesly is selling something different that we have to use to make these new Trovians very, very happy. Because all you can see here, they got tragic diaries, and we need 10 of these. So we're just gonna go ahead and buy 10 of these. I'm just gonna open my inventory so I remember to buy 10 of these, and because we are going to have to use it on 10 of those Trovians to do so. So now we can head into the Cursed Valley biome. And so I will suggest that the place that you are going to go is the Cursed Valley biome down here. That is going to have the most Cursed Valley biome. You can find it anywhere else that you could with the Candoria as well, but this is going to have the most Cursed Valley biome. So I'm going to head there, and I'm going to see you guys there and show you guys what these Trovians look like. All right, we are now in the Cursed Valley biome, and as you can see, it looks like these little, I don't know, ghost thingies, but it is going to be these Trovians, and all you have to do is go up to them and interact with them. And you can see now you have to craft or give them one of these diaries right here. So you go ahead and you craft that, and that is also going to make them apparently sad, but yeah, that is what you have to do, giving them this tragic, you know, diary, and then they'll make them even more sad. I thought we were gonna make them happy, but you run around in the Cursed Valley biome, and sometimes you are going to, you know, kind of miss these because they are a little bit hard to see through all the trees, but you will find them randomly, and you're just gonna do this 10 times, and when you run out of books, you have completed this step right here. Again, if it's kind of discovered areas, it might be that people have already done it, so you kind of want to go to areas where people have not discovered it, but sometimes, as you can see here, people have also just done their regular stuff, so it's not always going to be the case, but yeah, usually that's kind of the case to do so. But it can happen that you will just, you know, stumble upon it as well without, you know, any trouble at all. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this one. And this is kind of funny. This one is actually like a mini boss because they use the, you know, enemies to do that. So they can see that it actually drops items when they are like big like that, because it's actually like based on enemies. And they use that as their kind of NPCs in the area. I think it's because so they, you know, monsters usually keep them, you know, what they called alone. So now we have all of them. As you can see, this is going to be the last one. And you can see there is going to be more, but we are done with step number 6, and we can now head into step number 7. All right, for step number 7, now we have to do the anger part. We have to do the anger incarnations, I think that's, but we are going to go to Dragonfire Peaks, and there are no shenanigans with this one. All you have to do is apparently it's going to just attack me for some reason, but they are going to look like revenants. Oh yeah, the other one looked like ice ages. That's why I didn't really know which one it kind of looked like. But you basically go to Dragonfire Peaks, as you can see right here, and you're just going to run around, and you are just going to find these guys, and you are going to defeat them. There's not going to be any shenanigans in the hub or anything like that, but we also have to get 20 of these. But again, I would suggest that you go to Dragonfire Peaks, as you can see right here. Dragonfire Peaks up here, if you can. You can also find in lower difficulties, but you can also find in higher difficulties. And you just have to be in a Dragonfire Peaks. And if you don't know if you're in a Dragonfire Peaks, you can always hit escape if you don't know. But you know, it kind of looks like big lava thing, right? And you go around and just defeat these guys, and you have to do 20 of these. I'm not gonna bore you like I did the last part to get 20 of these. You kind of get the gist, but I'm gonna get my last 14, and I will see you guys in step number 8. All right, for step number 8, we have to return to the hub and talk to Qubesly once again. So we are going to just go ahead and interact with Qubesly, as we can see right there. And that is going to be step number 8, just talking to Qubesly, which is really, really super awesome, super amazing. And that was step number 8. Now we can head into step number 9. And for step number 9, we are just going to continue right here. We are going to jump show off your new gear. I don't know if I didn't really buy much in new gear, but I will do a mastery check on these things as well. But I'm just going to run around and do my jumps here. So it of course helps the more jump you have, but actually it's better to have less. I wouldn't say less jumps, because of course you can do more jumps like this, but if you only have 2 jumps, basically what it's going to do is that it's going to do them, and then you're going to hit the ground, and so you can basically just, you know, spam the button anyways, you know, even though if you only have 2 jumps to this one. But yeah, that is going to be step number 9, and we are complete with the, of course, this one right here. So that is upgrade a gem. I thought that was going to be, I didn't actually see this one, but it's upgrading a gem. I thought this is what gonna be, because it is Tuesday. You can see it there. So yeah, apparently we are upgrading gems today not on a Wednesday. But anyways, that was the guide, but I will do the mastery check right here for you guys really quickly. You can buy the wings already, so that's super, super awesome. But yeah, mastery check coming up right here. All right, so we got the mastery check right here. So we're going to talk to Qubesly, and we are going to see what this one is going to do. So we are going to search for summer. Summer. There we go. It's 100 mastery for the mount, which is also a ship. So it's both a mount and a ship. So that's pretty awesome for 50 and 100 mastery points. That is pretty awesome indeed. Then let's see what the spark of joy is going to be. That is going to be 20, so that's on par what we have usually. So we can see here, this is just an ally. It's just going to give 250 light and some crit hit as well. And then we got the moth. I'm pretty sure the moth is a mount, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, it's right here. If my was not gonna mess up, it is an ally. Okay, so it is an ally. My thing is messing up a little bit here. I'm just gonna redo it if I can. Let's take moth again. If it's not, it's kind of probably my mod is a little bit, but it's 200 light and 20% critical damage, but 20 mastery points, so basically just on par with everything else. And then the wings, I am certain that they are going to be 100 mastery. Yes, they are going to be 100 mastery as here. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy these ones right now because yeah, I want these. And they can actually, as you can see here, they can be traded. So that's pretty super awesome. Let me see if I can't show you guys as well. Now I just was it like that? No, I'm pressing aura. Let me see what was their thing again. It was that. There you go. Let's do the wings, and then let's do let's do a pose so you guys can see them. You can see that's what they look like. Super awesome. I really like the tentacle, whatever you call these things. I really like that, and I like big wings. I don't like small itty bitty wings, but yeah, these are very cool and very amazing. So very good job on that one as well. And I'm pretty sure these are the same sort of style in the same way. I think these are very much the same, but they definitely get the wings and definitely get the amount, and definitely get some more wings if you can, because those are gonna, and these are also gonna be tradable. When it says 5 right here, it means that it's going to be some tradable things. So this one is not going to be any tradable, but all these are not going to be tradable either. This one is going to be, but this one is also going to be. So if it has like a number behind it as 5 or less, if it doesn't say, like this one doesn't say anything, this one does not either. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that you can't trade it to other people. So maybe it's something you want to stick around keeping for later, when the marketplace maybe at some point is going to open up. But that was the mastery check. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide I did here. Again, I will be doing some other sort of content coming very soon, but it's going to be from this chair, so don't worry. It's not going to be like real life stuff. I don't have the confidence for that, I think. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!